Welcome to the BetQL Daily Boost. I'm Lucy Burge of BetQL.com, and I am joined by Kate Constable and Rick Kapsky, and we've got an NBA odds boost for all of you today on James Harden to have over 24.5 points and over 9.5 assists on Saturday. This is boosted to plus 400 at Caesars.
I like that, and with our own sound effects. I love it.
That is my mother calling to figure out how to order an Uber right now. So we'll have to teach her that in a little while.
Yes, no, that's really exciting. I remember the first time I showed my mom how to get an Uber, and this is what she did. The Uber was pulling up, and she waved at them, and I'm like, Mom, they know where we are. They know. Like, she's just like, oh, let me do it. And I'm like, okay. It's always good to know those things. And if we had a soundboard, that would be fantastic. We could do applause.
Hey, I think we should have a soundboard before you introduce all the picks from now on.
We should, yes. Let's put that in the works. That would be fantastic. So this James Harden odds boost is boosted to plus 400 at Caesars. Harden has hit this over on assists in 3 of his last 5 games. So if he can get his points up a bit from what they've been recently, I love the value in this to hit against the Nets on Saturday.
Yeah, Lucy, if you look at James Harden's assists on the season, I mean, he was averaging 12 in the month of January, almost 11, just under 11 in February, and 11.5 in March. April's down a little bit, but we only have 3-game sample size, and he had 10 in one of those games. So assists, I think that's very doable. The points that he'll have to start scoring a little bit more, but this is the postseason and the playoffs. And if the Sixers want to make a run and maybe, get out of the first round, get past the quarterfinals at least, which they've kind of, haven't been great in the postseason, Harden is going to have to step up. Joel Embiid can't do everything. Harden is the true number 2 on this team. I know Tyrese Maxey can score quite a bit, but this is a spot where Harden has to step up if the Sixers want to make a big, deep playoff push. So I think there's plenty of value in both of these numbers.
Yeah, and get that bad taste out of his mouth with Miami series last year because Harden played terrible. God bless the Brooklyn Nets for making the playoffs and making it in, not even playing in play-in games, just making it as the number 6 seed. But this is a colossal mismatch here. The 76ers should win this series, and Harden should get off to a good start. Now, remember, at the end of the season, they were really pushing Embiid for the MVP. I mean, they were even saying it in post-game press conferences, like, there's your MVP. I think that Harden is actually going to increase his scoring here in the playoffs, take Embiid and lessen his load a little bit until they really need him. So, and Kate talked about the assists. He was just a monster throughout the season, was Harden on the assist way. So can he get to that 25? He averages 21. So really, it's just one bucket we're talking about here. So it's an interesting boost. Game number 1 in a series that I don't think is going to last very long.
Exactly. Get this odds boost at plus 400 at Caesars, and head to BetQL.com and get your free 3-day trial today, and check out our exclusive sportsbook offers there as well. And of course, follow us on Twitter at Kate Constable, at RickCZ1, and at Lucille Burge. Our favorite bets for today, I am ceremoniously taking the Bruins minus 1.5 against the Canadiens. I do like this bet, but it is the final game of the Bruins' historic season, so the regular season. So I have to bet on them to mark this occasion, and I'm taking them to cover the puck line. When the Bruins faced the Canadiens at the end of March, they beat them 4-2 to cover the puck line, and the Canadiens have failed to cover in 3 of their last 4 games at home. The Bruins have covered the puck line in 5 of their last 7 games on the road, so I like the Bruins minus 1.5 in this one.
Yeah, I mean, Lucy, you have to take them. Final game of the regular season, historic season. Why not? I'm going to go with over 9 runs today in Tigers and Blue Jays. Blue Jays won in extra innings yesterday. They're going to try and get the series sweep today, but I'm going to stay away from backing them money line or run line. I'm just going to play the over here. Tigers pitching has been pretty brutal this season, giving up just over 7 runs per game. Spencer Turnbull on the mound for Detroit. He gave up 5 runs in just over 5 innings in his last start against the Red Sox. So then the Blue Jays have Chris Bassett to start today, and I'm not a huge fan of him early on in the season. He's kind of been on my fade list a little bit, but he did have a solid outing against the Angels. Other than that, though, he's given up 5 homers already, has an ERA of 10.61 on the season. Offensively, Toronto second best batting average in the league, 289. They are averaging just under 6 runs per game. So give me over 9 runs tonight to wrap up this series. And Rick, tell me what you like in this game.
This is one of those games where you can attack from a whole bunch of different angles. I liked Kate's because you have two guys with double-digit ERAs going against each other. But here's the way I'm going to do it with the Toronto Blue Jays run line -1.5 at -113. And that's because the Detroit Tigers had to use 5 pitchers out of their pen yesterday in that game that went extra innings. And this is a team that does not have a strong bullpen whatsoever. And then you get Spencer Turnbull on the mound, who went 2 innings and barely got to the 5th inning last time against Boston. He's coming off a major arm surgery where he missed all last season. His ERA is ballooned already. He's walked 5 guys this year and only struck out 4. You can't have that kind of ratio and want to pitch in the major leagues. So I'm going to go with this with Toronto run line. You could also look at Toronto team total at even money, and that's at 5.5. So whichever way you want to take the Rays in this one, or the Jays in this one, you want to take the Rays.
You're going to want to take the Rays as well.
They're unbelievable. And they're going to tie a major league record today. Sorry, Lucy, but
yes, I am prepared.
Terrific. But yeah, let's go with the Blue Jays run line -1.5 at -113 today.
Love that. Get in on all of this and subscribe to the BetQL Daily Boost wherever you get your podcast.